Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Persian Lessons at LLB Society. This is Dr. Hariri, and in this episode of our Persian Lessons I'm going to teach you a very important Persian lesson on Persian grammar on reported speech. As you can see, this lesson has been requested by many of our Persian students, and unfortunately we didn't have any lesson about reported speech in Farsi. Therefore, I decided to just make this video, and hope you will find it useful. But before starting, please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel for the upcoming videos of great quality educationally. And please, if you find a video useful, please share it with your friends who might like it or who might need this video. And thank you very much in advance, by the way. Okay, without further ado, let's get started. نقل قول مستقیم means direct reported speech. نقل قول غیر مستقیم, indirect reported speech. And this is useful when you want to make smooth conversations with people. Sometimes you need to just refer to someone directly or indirectly refer to what they have said. I mean, their quotations. Okay, so I try to skip theoretical aspects and go directly to the practical, let's say, usefulness, as it is typical of our Persian lessons. So that you can just put your knowledge into practice in a very accurate and feasible way. So, نقل قول مستقیم and غیر مستقیم. About the definition of نقل قول مستقیم, I should say it's very similar to what we have in English. Direct reported speech. It means when you directly quote someone's writing or speech, okay, without changing any bit of that, So I don't want to just read out the text or instruction because it takes a lot of time. The important thing is that actually in English we use quotation marks, but in Farsi you need to use what we have as guillemets. It's a French word. We have so many French words in Farsi, and this is one of them. You need to use these actually punctuation marks, guillemets or neshane gozari. I mean, the direct quotation is just placed inside guillemets, Okay, so the first example, دانش آموز says, دانش آموز student, امروز معلم در داخل کلاس به ما گفت شما باید بیشتر درس بخوانید. This part has been written in purple to just highlight it. So دانش آموز says, or student says, امروز معلم در داخل کلاس به ما گفت. Today the teacher, معلم, در داخل کلاس, inside the class or in the class, به ما گفت, told us. به ما گفت, told us. And what did he tell us? He said, شما باید بیشتر درس بخوانید. You should study more. شما باید بیشتر درس بخوانید. So the teacher told us, in English in quotation marks and in Farsi in guillemets, شما باید بیشتر درس بخوانید. So you see here the reporter does not change even a bit of the sentence because it is direct. Okay, the same is true in Farsi. So همونطوری که let me see در مثال بالا ببینید در نقل قول مستقیم. Okay, فاعل, subject, ضمیر, pronoun, زمان فعل, tense of the verb, and شناسه فعل, inflectional part of the verb does not change. Here nothing changes. So شما باید بیشتر درس بخوانید. Okay, this is exactly what the teacher had told us. So nothing changes. But what about نقل قول غیر مستقیم? So, indirect reported speech. You can guess what will happen here. وقتی که بخواهیم به شکل غیر مستقیم گفته یا نوشته کسی رو نقل کنیم، از نقل قول غیر مستقیم استفاده میکنیم. در نقل قول غیر مستقیم دیگر از نشانه گیومه استفاده نمی کنیم. So, important point is that you should omit گیومه. Exactly like we have it in English, we omit quotation marks. So, you should just cross it out, گیومه. So, let's see how it changes. دانش آموز says امروز معلم در داخل کلاس به ما گفت که ما باید بیشتر درس بخوانیم. So you see there is no گیومه and there are some changes here. شما changes to ما because actually it is indirectly reported and because actually the subject or the agent of this sentence is دانش آموز and his classmates. Therefore, ما. باید بیشتر درس بخوانید changes to درس بخوانیم. Again, in response to ما. So, let me see. در مثال بالا ضمیر فاعلی or the subject of شما به ما تغییر میکنه. So, شما changes to ما because it is indirectly reported. همچنین فعل بخوانید به بخوانیم تغییر میکند. It makes sense. And actually, hopefully there is so much commonality between English and Persian from this point of view. So I don't need to just give you further information. By the way, if you have any question, you can use the comment form below, either in our YouTube channel or at LLB Society, LLB.net, our official website, which is a bilingual academy. So you can just use that to ask us your questions, any question. So don't worry if you have not understood it yet, because there are going to be a lot more examples. Okay, نقل قول مستقیم. Another example. مدیر شرکت به کارمندان گفت. So the company director or manager said to the employees, کارمندان گفت در هنگام کار با تلفن همراه خود صحبت نکنید. So this is the direct reported speech. At the time of work, or let's say while you are working, do not talk on your cell phone, which is a big, let's say, hot issue these days. با تلفن همراه خود صحبت نکنید. Do not speak on the phone. Okay? So, نقل قول غیر مستقیم. Pay attention. مدیر شرکت از کارمندان خواست. So, here گفت changes to خواست. It means asked, requested, demanded. It's a kind of, it's an order. خواست که در هنگام کار means while working با تلفن همراهشان صحبت نکنند. So, همراه تان، تلفن همراه تان, where is that? در هنگام کار با تلفن همراه خود. So, your cell phone changes to تلفن همراهشان because we are talking about the employees and the employees are not present here. So, we need to just use شان as a possessive adjective in reference to they who are not present here. صحبت نکنند. Again, actually, نکنید changes to نکنند because the antecedent would be, or the reference of that would be employees who are not available, who are not present here. So you need to be flexible. Here, گفت doesn't make sense much here in this context if you want to change the direct to indirect reported speech. So خواست or امر کرد, دستور داد, ordered, because the company manager is in authority. در قدرت هست. Okay. همونطور که در مثال بالا میبینید بعضی وقتها اگر مفهوم فعل نقلی به شکل دستور باشد order، فعل نقلی گفتن در نقل قول مستقیم به فعل خواستن means ask or want، ask order، امر کردن order، یا دستور دادن again actually give command دستور دادن در نقل قول غیر مستقیم تبدیل می شود. Yeah, this is actually what exactly I told you before. So پرسش هایی با جواب بله یا خیر yes or no question. So exactly like in English as we have it here, actually if you want to change a direct reported speech into indirect reported speech, you need to use if or whether, before there yes or no question. So here the same happens. You need to use آیا. It means whether. So اگر در نقل قول مستقیم پرسشی مطرح شود که جواب آن بله یا خیر باشد. So if the let's say proposed question has a yes or no answer, در نقل قول غیر مستقیم از واژه پرسشی آیا استفاده می شود. Okay, let me just illustrate it here with this example. بهرام از من پرسید. بهرام asked me. همکلاسی جدیدمون رو میشناسی؟ همکلاسی جدیدمون رو میشناسی؟ It means, do you know our new classmate? So the answer to this question is either yes or no. That's why it's called a yes or no question. So, and let's see how it changes. بهرام از من پرسید که this که should be is optional. That's why it is in parentheses. آیا همکلاسی جدیدمون رو میشناسم؟ از من پرسید. That's why میشناسی changes to میشناسم. بهرام از من پرسید که آیا whether or not or if همکلاسی جدیدمون رو میشناسم. And remember, you should not put a question mark here because it's not a question anymore. Okay, it's a reported speech, but in an indirect fashion. Alright, so نقل قول غیر مستقیم با استفاده از واژگان پرسشی. In English we say WH questions. واژگان پرسشی. Except for a yes or no question, by the way. Okay, it's very simple. It's not complicated. In English, you need to use a noun phrase, and it means actually that it gets out of their question form and it takes the format of a statement. But in Farsi, hopefully, fortunately, it's not that complicated. مادرم از من پرسید. My mom asked me. امروز چطوری به مدرسه رفتی؟ امروز چطوری به مدرسه رفتی؟ How did you go to school today? چطوری how؟ به مدرسه رفتی. Did you go to school today? So, as you can see here, it's a WH question if you want to just compare it with English. چطوری how? Okay. مادرم از من پرسید که امروز چطوری به مدرسه رفتم. It's very simple. مادرم از من پرسید که you can also omit this که امروز چطوری به مدرسه رفتم and full stop period, not a question mark. So another example. مشاور مدرسه از من پرسید. School counselor. مشاور مدرسه school counselor. چند تا خواهر و برادر داری؟ How many sisters and brothers do you have? How many siblings do you have? چند تا means how many. خواهر و برادر. خواهر means sister, برادر means brother. داری it means you have. How many sisters and brothers do you have? Clear? So another case of WH question in reported speech. مشاور مدرسه از من پرسید چند تا خواهر و برادر دارم. Very simple. Okay? Again, you need to use چند تا, but there is no change in the order of elements in the sentence. Okay, نقل قول غیر مستقیم در جملات امری منفی. Negative imperative sentences. So جمله امری means imperative sentence, okay? And it is negative منفی. For example, don't go, don't do that. Okay. How do you change a sentence with this structure from direct to indirect speech? پدرم به من گفت, my dad told me, در رو محکم نبند. در رو محکم نبند. Don't slam the door. Don't shut the door so hard. در رو, it means در را, محکم means so severely. نبند, don't slam. Don't shut the door so hard. Okay? So, it's a negative imperative sentence or verb. Very simple. پدرم از من خواست. خواست means asked me. So we don't use گفت again here. که در رو محکم نبندم. پدرم به من دستور داد. You can also say. از من خواست که در رو محکم نبندم. Okay, we come to the end of this episode of Persian grammar lessons. To be specific on reported speech, I did my best to cover all the issues, all the details of this lesson. If I missed something, please just let me know, because I'm not perfect and I don't have any claim about being perfect. So you can just bridge the gap and ask me some further information. I hope I can help you so that you can learn this important part of our grammar, Persian grammar, in a very thorough way. Okay, before saying goodbye to you, let me explain about the specifications of this lesson. This lesson falls into the category of آموزش آنلاین زبان فارسی, Learn Persian Online, آموزش فارسی به بزرگسالان. If you click on any of these buttons, you will find relevant lessons. So, teaching Persian to adults. It's suitable for adults, even not for teenagers. We don't recommend that for teenagers nor young learners. آیا, the function of آیا, whether, جمله امری, imperative sentence, and دستور زبان فارسی, Persian grammar, سطح پیشرفته فارسی, advanced level in Persian, سطح متوسط, intermediate Persian, ضمایر در زبان فارسی, pronouns in Farsi. We have several lessons on that, on the use of ضمایر, ضمیرها, or pronouns. گزارش, because actually گزارش means to report, and here reported speech, if you want to report someone's saying or writing. گیومه, نشانه گذاری, punctuation. نقل قول, quotation. نقل قول مستقیم and غیر مستقیم. And some related lessons. آموزش زبان فارسی, آزمون شماره 4, standardized Persian tests, number 4, and واژگان و اصطلاحات فارسی درباره تشکر, how to say thank you in Farsi, and also واژگان و اصطلاحات فارسی درباره سفر. If you want to go on a trip, for example, if you want to travel to Iran and you don't know Persian, what you need to know actually to be able to communicate with Iranians. This is the let's say gist of this lesson, and as usual you can use the comment form at the bottom of this lesson to just leave us your questions in text. And also we have an application actually so that you can just communicate with us via leaving voice messages. Therefore, there is no end to the class, in terms of time limit. So the class can go on and on limitlessly. And the other teachers and I would respond to all of your questions immediately and professionally, so that your academic needs would be satisfied. And we guarantee your satisfaction, hopefully. Fortunately, we don't have any complaint or anything, any negative feedback. And that's why we are so prolific. We make videos in Farsi almost every day, and we have 300 Persian lessons, all together with videos and podcasts. And if you are interested to learn Farsi academically and also enjoyably, interactively, in a good modern way, you have two choices. Either you can subscribe to our YouTube channel and have access to free materials, or you can just visit our website at alilv.net. You can see the domain at the bottom right corner of the screen, and you can just subscribe to our website at a very reasonable cost, just $20 per month. Just $20 per month, and you can access all of the materials. Everything would be unlocked to you, and you can try it even before paying. You can try it, and make sure you can just everything is on free trial, and you can just try it. If satisfied, you can pay for that. And if the other point is that you can just the other plan is that you can subscribe to our website and also participate in our group classes on Farsi. And you can also ask for private classes on Farsi. These are the three steps, the three options you have to choose from. If you want to learn Farsi, I can say in the best way ever. And all of our Persian teachers, males and females, are fluent in English. So, for example, if you don't know any Persian word and you want to make a good start, don't worry about that. We can communicate with you. We can interact with you in English at the elementary stages, and later on we can put aside English and we can communicate with each other in Farsi, and we would support you 24/7. Okay, thank you very much for your attention. Hope you found it useful. Take care of yourself, and bye bye everybody. خدا نگهدار همه شما. Bye bye.